Hello everyone and welcome back to Farm Center 22. We're back here on Elm Creek with Grober Games. So last month we got knocked out our fertilizer contract and a sowing contract for a neighbor, and then we got our own stuff sown, so we're sitting pretty good. Today's agenda, we got sunflowers to harvest, and I was also looking, and it looks like it's somewhat our lucky day. We got a contract that's available for us to help get some cotton harvest, so we're going to get that right away. And we're gonna get that going down the road. Oh, wrong tractor or piece of equipment, I should say. We're gonna get this headed down the road because we got quite a ways to go with this big machine here. That's gonna take us. Woo! I forgot how sensitive the steering is compared to all the other equipment we were running. But we gotta haul this all the way down there to the little field. It's not going to be much cotton going into the spinnery, but you know what? It's better than nothing, and at least we can get a little something out of it. I'm hoping at least for I think I'm being too hopeful for at least like a 2,000 liters plus, because it's a really tiny field down there, but that's the only look, excuse me, I can't talk right. That's the only cotton contract that's popped up, and we have also got rain in the forecast, so I'm guessing by the time we actually get down, well, it was supposed to rain around 9 end game time, and that's coming up here shortly. So I'm trying to think here. Maybe when we get back to the yard, let's pull this to the side, and then we can run everything down there while it's raining too. We'll go out and start getting our fields harvested with sunflowers. And I don't think we had anything else that popped up. The used market's about the same. Nothing worthwhile for us, but we already got plans to invest our money in somewhere else, so it's not a big deal to us. Let's see here. I was gonna look at. Yeah, there's not much for us for contract work, so I think we're just gonna focus on getting our harvest done today. And since we haven't gotten. Since I'm guessing this is gonna be the only cotton contract we're gonna be getting this year, I think I'm pretty dead set next year of just get enough money stashed away. We'll hop into the combine here. Get that header picked up here. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm pretty dead set on planting almost might as well say 90% of our ground into cotton next year, so that way we can refill our spinnery, and we can be set there for a while, and that way we can start getting a massive amount of income. And again, so that's kind of my goal right now for next year. I think we're going to benefit more from that. And that's going to make me wonder. Well, so we're kind of in a tricky situation if we would do that, now that I think about it, to be honest with you. Because if we do that, we're going to be short sunflowers now for our oil production plant when we invest into that. So I didn't really think that part through, to be honest with you. Because I was originally planning to sell some of these sunflowers off and see about getting a little extra money that way. But if we do all cotton next year, we won't have any sunflowers to send into the oil production plant. So we're gonna be between a rock and a hard place unless we get lucky and be able to help a neighbor. I'll help a neighbor out and harvest some sunflowers next year and be able to get a little bit of sharecropping going on, so to speak, and be able to refill our oil production plant. But I guess we haven't really looked to see. I don't know how fast we're going to be producing sunflower oil either yet, so. Actually, I haven't even looked at the markets for a while for everything. We should probably. Looks like sorghum's not quite there yet, quite the price we need it yet. And eggs. they're starting to get there, so eggs aren't there yet either. I was thinking maybe, worst case scenario, I don't think it'll hurt us to wait another month till the prices get a little bit better for eggs though. I was thinking I could just sell off a few eggs and get the plant, go make the offer today on the plant and get that bought, and so we can start filling it up right, heading there with the wagons right away instead of just handling it twice, so to speak. But maybe, well, I think it's gonna be smarter for us to hold off and just get the best price we can for everything, because, like I said, I think next year is gonna be our biggest struggle since we started the series, to be honest with you. But right now, for the most part, we're doing pretty good overall, I feel like. I can't believe how much sunflower seeds we already got off this field. It's also kind of weird that... Ah, shoot. We're already getting rained out. Well, let's go drop... I guess we won't have to get the wagons hauled out here right away. I wonder if we can even fit through here with this. It's going to be tight. Part of me almost wants to take this little bridge out. Yeah, we can't fit through there, unfortunately. The head's just not... Combine can't lift the head high enough is the big issue, so we're going to catch the rail. I know when we went through with the class with the bean head, I'm pretty sure the bean head was a little bit... No, the bean head was actually smaller. I think it was 5.1 meters. This is 5.7, so... What the... There must be like an invisible barrier there, because that's the second time that's happened to me since I've driven through there with this combine. But we'll go get this offloaded. And we'll have to... I'm hoping the rain doesn't last too long, because we might speed up time a little bit if we jump the time lapse here, but right now we got quite a bit going on today. I think we'll have to get Tuttle out. Well, we probably will definitely have to get Tuttle out here, because we'll have to have someone run the cotton harvester for a little bit while we're getting the bale trailer and such down there and trying to get our own crop out today. I'll tell you what, this Massey, I'm happy with this purchase. I mean, the only thing I have an issue with, and I kind of already knew it was going to happen, was that it doesn't have as tight a steering in it as I would like on a combine. And it's going to really show itself when we're trying to combine sunflowers today, but that's kind of the agenda for today. I guess the other thing we got to do too at some point is we got our winter barley starting to sprout up. We need to get that fertilized as well and sprayed today too. So we actually got quite a bit going on for ourselves today here. But I think we'll jump into the time lapse here. We're gonna get this hauled down. Does this thing not have beacons? I could have sworn it did. Trying to turn the beacons on right now. Gosh. It does not have beacons. That's interesting. I thought it would. But we'll jump into the time lapse here. I'm gonna get this hauled down there, so that way when it stops raining, we'll be good to go there. If it's just a light rain like it is now, we might be able to go out into the barley field and start fertilizing and spraying, because it's not supposed to rain a lot today is the good news from the weather forecast. I kind of already took a look at it this morning right away when I found out that it was supposed to start raining, so I'll have to pull off to the side here so that the pedestrians can get through here. Make it a little easier on them. But I think if it doesn't rain too much and it stays as a light rain, we should be able to get out there and get that fertilizing done right away, and along with spraying later. But we'll jump into the time lapse here finally, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
Drink look out across the water, I smell the song and feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind.
All right, everyone, we're going to be wrapping up today's episode. Kind of a longer recording session today, but you know, with that rain this early this morning, it really slowed us down here. Never realized there was an auger in there. Sorry, I got distracted. But I feel like we did pretty good today. The unfortunate thing is that cotton contract didn't really pay off like I hoped. I was hoping we would get more cotton left over for our spinnery, but we're only like 500 liters, if that. I don't even remember now. Close to 600, so we might as well just let that start cranking away and get that all used up. Actually, we got 3,000 liters of wool too, so we'll have to... Next month we'll have to definitely haul in a load of wool, so that way we can keep that going. But otherwise, it was a pretty good day. I think next month we'll worry about spraying as well. We got the winter barley fertilized, so I feel pretty good about that. As long as we got it fertilized, that's more of the main concern. Otherwise, the weeds will get a little bit more out of control since we're not getting to them right away. But luckily for us, that should not be too much of an issue here. But the one thing I've noticed, like I'm really enjoying this combine, but I feel like we put almost just as much time on it as we did with the class last season. You know, I feel like we did not make a saved a whole lot of time. Not make a whole lot of extra time, but saved a whole lot of time. I thought we'd be saving quite a bit. But the one thing I am curious about, I wonder if we're gonna get knocked on this bridge again. Doesn't look like it. So I wonder if it's just because when I have the hopper folded out, if that's the case. But we're just gonna leave this out in the yard for now because we're gonna have to give this a good wash before we put it away for the season, and maybe we'll get lucky and pick up another contract and we can do some harvesting with it. But I am really happy with this combine right now. The one thing I was thinking though, I wonder if this could handle the biggest sunflower header. Granted, it'd be filling up massively fast because I think it's at least twice its size. Let's look here quick. Not the Drago. Oh, that's right. It's not in the corn headers. What am I thinking? It's in here. So yeah, it's almost twice its size. And it's saying like all these 400 horsepower combines. I wonder what's leasing costs. $5,000. Okay. So I'm curious now. Gosh, that is quite a bit of a header though. Let's look at where's I must be blind. Oh, yep, I totally am. I went back past it like 3 times. Yeah, I don't think this combine will ever be able to handle that sunflower header that size. I wish there was a more in between one, like between 8 and 9 meters, because I'm sure it would handle that. But that 12-meter one, I think we'd be pushing it really badly. The one thing I'm also considering is I'm considering taking out that bridge over there and replacing it with something similar that's on the other side, just so we don't have to worry about the railing. And I'm considering about getting rid of this one as well. I figure we can just drive through here. Worst case scenario, I can maybe put up another bridge without railing as well. That'll be something I'll have to look into on my off time. But like I said, I think this is where we're gonna wrap up today's episode. I'm just gonna get this dropped off in my off time, and we'll cover how much total we got in sunflowers next episode. But if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe so you can stay up to date to the latest series. Above all else, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.